Hey guys, I want to do a makeup brush review. And the reason is I just got back from the most fun time. Let me just tell you, because you ought to do this too with some of your friends. I just got back from a get together from some girls in the office. And shout out to Jennifer, Mary, and Sherry, who dressed up in little makeup aprons like Mac does, and they had stations in Jen's home. One was face, Mary did eyes, and Sherry did lips, and they just gave all kinds of tutorials, makeovers, tips. It was so much fun. We reviewed products together. We had wonderful refreshments, and let me just say, it is so fun to get together with gals, even if you don't use a lot of makeup. Like, I love makeup. It's an art form to me. It's fun to me. It's relaxing to me. It's something I collect, and I don't even use it all. I enjoy collecting it like somebody collects seashells or cars or whatever people collect. I collect makeup. And I just enjoy it, and I enjoy the artwork and the differences and things, whether it's a high-end makeup or a dupe that's a low-end, easy-to-find drugstore makeup or whatever. So anyway, I had a wonderful time, and because I have all my brushes out, I'm fixing to put them all back up, I thought this would be a great time to review them. So I wanted to tell you what are some of my favorites. First of all, I'm going to start off with one that kind of has surprised me, and that is I ordered the ZOEVA brushes. Now, I hear people using ZOEVA all the time. I hear Makeup Geek here on YouTube, even though Makeup Geek has her own brushes, and I need to try some of those. See, that's a collection I don't have, but she talks about a few ZOEVA brushes. So does Kathleen Lights, and she's getting more and more makeup items. I'm so proud of her. I think now she has, I know she has, because I just ordered 4 of them. Her Kathleen Lights, I forgot the name of it, but it's 4 like cream powders. They are wonderful. I absolutely love them, and I'm so glad to see that she's getting like sponsored to have her own makeup. And I think she also had Lumiere, which is a lip color that she came out with ColourPop. So that's who did hers. But anyway, she's spoken a few times, and she does some makeup tutorials about the ZOEVA brushes as well. And this is a really pretty set, by the way, to look at. This is a rose gold, which I usually wear sterling silver or yellow gold. I don't wear rose gold. I don't know why. I think because I'm so pale, I feel like it will wash me out, but people say that's exactly who should wear it. So I don't know. Maybe I should get some pieces. Actually, I have a few, but I don't have enough to do like everything, like necklace, earrings, rings, all that, watches. So I don't have a lot of rose gold. But the rose gold in makeup, can I just tell you, is beautiful. I have some perfume also that is a rose gold decanter, and it's just lovely. But the pouch is rose gold, and the little zipper pull is very, very pretty. And then when you look inside, I think this is a nice little touch. Look at the little writing in there that says Color, Love, Makeup, and that's in an imprint in rose gold. And then here, I'll just take them out so you can see them. These are the brushes, and this is a whole ZOEVA line of brushes. I had never used ZOEVA before. I got to say that the sticks themselves are very smooth, matte, and then the ferrules, which that's this part up here, the metal thing that holds the brushes in place, they are very solid and very well crimped, so I feel like I have had 0 shedding from these brushes. As far as the shape, I absolutely love the shader, and you can see these brushes. That's the shade. This is the angled shader, and this is the, now I'm not going to assume it because they may have a different name. Oh my gosh, I just lost one. Back to the rescue. Hold on a second. In the back. Okay. Okay. Some of these, I've never even heard the name of these. And here's the only thing. It's just like my pink series in Sigma. It's a baby pink with silver writing, and so I can barely see it. Now, this is a little better because it's gold writing. But I'm a few years older now, so I don't know. This is a 238 Luxe Pencil Shader. Can you see that? I'm twisting it around. See, it's wide then little, and that is great to either put a highlighter on the inner corner if you want to be very precise, or you can line with it. That's very, very precise. Okay, holding it this way is probably not the best way. Let's just lay them down, and I'll come back up. Okay, so this is a 235 contour shader. Y'all seen this. This is just basically good for, I use it. I mean, you can use it for contour shading, which would be, shading? which would be right here, but I use it for a highlighter. And I don't use it the obvious way, that way, to where you do like that. I actually have gotten to where I turn this around and use the short butt end, and that is where, because that's where you're going to put the pressure on the short end, and that's where I get my highlighter right under my brow. And I sit here and swirl it on the inner eye this direction going toward the lid, and it puts the highlighter out on the inner lid, which you do want, because when you have a light color behind your lashes, as you can see, it makes them stand out. Even though I do like a dark shade on the lid too. I like everything. Okay, so this is a 142 concealer buffer. And that's great for, you know, obviously buffing concealer under your eye, but I also use this as a crease brush. So, I mean, even though they're telling you, it's wonderful on the brush that they're telling you what the brush is for, and I do like that. This is a Luxe Brow Light, and this is supposed to be used for under the brow. I actually use this for applying at the caramel shade underneath, in the crease. Sometimes I just, instead of swishing back and forth in the, like a usual crease brush, like this, I bet that says crease. It does, soft crease brush. Because it's good to go back and forth with the windshield wiper motion. I also like when you can just apply it straight on, and sometimes I do that with what I would call a large shader brush. And I'll compare this to something else in a minute. I probably shouldn't go through every single one, but this is a 322 brow line, obviously for doing your brow, and you can put that in a powder and then line on your brow. I like that, but I also sometimes, because that's such a nice dense and precise one, I use this with a dark shader and dark shadow and go underneath my line to give that, and you can see I did that today to give kind of a diffuse liner look. I've already shown you this one, but this is the Luxe Soft Definer in 227. Actually, I didn't show you this one. That's a little flatter on the sides and fuller, but again, great for doing crease work. Here is another crease one. This is called the Luxe Soft Crease in 221. It's a dome blending brush, like we know that is always best for doing creases. And then 228 is the Luxe Crease. See how that's more tapered? I just want to show you the difference. Do you see one is more tapered and one is more round? And both of them are great. It just depends on what you want to use them for. This is better for blending, in my opinion, and getting a soft look. This is more precise, especially for the outer blending of the outer eye. And then look at this. Is that the teeniest you have ever seen? That is to brush your teeth. No, this is the, what does it say it's for? Spot Liner 310. Okay, so you could use like a cream liner, and you can either do underneath or tight line with it. So that is, wow, that is so precise. Okay, the smaller the brush gets, the more precise it is. Okay, here's the Luxe Pencil Brush, which I use a lot for my outer V. This is a 230. Then you see here, this is a Luxe Petite Crease 231, and you can see again it's a little wider than this. See the difference? And so you're going to get a little less precision, a little more diffusion, and so that's why you would use it more in the outer crease, and this would be more to the very outer V. And usually that's a really good thing to use for a very dark brown or a black. And I would use that pretty much only at night because that's a very dramatic look. Luxe Classic Shader 232. This is a good flat shader, and that's good for really packing on color. And I typically use this for a foil shade on the lid, like right in the center of the lid, just to kind of look at that. There was already someone that these are clean, but see how that just brightened up the inner lid just doing that? Awesome. Okay, I may have to do this in two parts, so we'll call this part 1. Yeah, because that was way too long. I will tell you in the second part, I'm going to tell you some brushes that I'm not so impressed with. While I do like these brushes, and that was all of them in this little pouch. And now we can just zip that shut, and that is a great one just to carry. You could carry it in your purse or on a travel trip. I still have a more favorite line, and that is the Sigma line. We'll talk about that in part 2 of Makeup Brushes Reviewed. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.